No, Angela. I'm no machine.
It's not that. I think I hear something. I think someone downstairs.
I don't hear anything. Go back to sleep, Angela. Angela, get Jimmy.
Usually, when there's a mysterious sound in your house at 1:45 in the morning, most husbands would call the police. But not mine.
What kind of man would I be if I can protect my own house? Stay close. How you know it's a he? I mean, it could be a she.
What difference does it make?
Man, why you look at him with a cricket bat?
The person in the house still.
Yeah, but you know you don't believe in violence
still
against women.
You don't.
Irvin,
No, it's not the time. Just go.
Right.
Suppose he armed.
If he is, we got the best weapon. The element of surprise. Ah!
No, it's me!
Anderson?
It turned out to be Anderson. My, brother.
Thanks. Your husband is a madman.
I'm a madman. You listen to me and listen good.
Irvin,
Angela,
Irvin,
talk to he.
Irvin.
What are you doing in my house now? Angela's brother Anderson lived in England for 10 years, and he became a successful investment broker. Somewhere along the line, he went off the deep end.
He did not go off the deep end. He had a nervous breakdown. Anderson, you realize that it's after 2 in the morning?
You called me and told me I was supposed to get snacks for the family lunch, so it was
Anderson, you're supposed to buy the snacks, not steal them.
For you.
So they sent Anderson back to Barbados, and he can't find a job anywhere because, you know, some people don't like hiring madmen.
None of the investment companies here could pay him what he was earning in England. So I got him a job as a security guard at Bargain City Supermarket, where I work.
And then she found an apartment for him to live in, which just happens to be on our street.
I just wanted to make sure my brother was safe.
And then to make matters worse, my loving wife gave him the spare keys to our house.
Well, you always said that one of our neighbors should have our spare keys in case of emergency.
Anderson, I thought it was clear when I said our spare keys are for emergency uses only.
There's an emergency. The family luncheon is tomorrow. I ain't got the snacks.
Anderson, the family luncheon is over 2 weeks away.
For you.
Yes!
So where you get snacks from?
Anderson, you work in a supermarket.
Irving, you ain't just here. I am supposed to buy the snacks, not steal them.
You!
Anderson, when you go to work next week, just buy some snacks.
So when you go to work this week?
You know what? It doesn't matter. Buy the snacks this week.
That is why, like, clear instructions. But what snacks are you gonna buy?
Oh, there are lots of things you could buy. You could buy potato chips,
I like potato chips.
nuts, cookies,
Nice.
tortillas,
Sounds good, man.
and most importantly,
And most importantly, what? Irving? Angie? Babe, when they didn't want you.
Good. As soon as you're finished here, I need you to clean out the garage. I love planning events. Weddings, luncheons, parties, you name it. I especially love when we have events here and me and Irvin and the children can work together. It's so much fun.
I hate when we have anything here. Mommy goes crazy and dismantles the entire house. She takes down the curtains, rearranges the furniture, and who does she call to do most of the groundwork? Me. There's no way that you do more work than me.
What are you talking about? Mommy had me polishing today.
Polishing? You polished the coffee table, then spent the rest of the morning upstairs playing video games. Meanwhile, I had to clean the entire garage by myself. And where were you?
Well, how you expect me to clean the garage when my belly was hurting?
Your belly wasn't hurting? You
My
are a
belly was
liar.
hurting.
No, it wasn't
No,
hurting. You tell
Yes,
me,
you
baby.
are. I need some help in the kitchen.
Mommy, my belly hurting.
Poor baby. You still sick?
Mommy, he is not sick. He's a liar.
Tracy, do you have to speak so loudly?
Tracy, leave your brother alone. Oh, thank God, I'm glad to see you. Go and put these down and come back. I got some more in the car.
what will we be doing tomorrow? Well, we'll be hosting the Barbadian version of the Royal Rumble.
Tomorrow, our families are coming together for Sunday lunch. See, there has been some tension between them over the years, and I'm doing my part by getting everyone to see the similarities in each other.
And I'm doing my part by hiding knives and all other pointy objects.
Irving,
Angela, I cannot understand how on earth you could think that bringing our families together would be a good idea.
I just think that it would be good for everyone to sit over a nice meal. And you never know, they may start to bond.
Bond? Every time our families come together, chaos and confusion does follow. Mostly because her family's a bunch of stuck-up snobs. who
Excuse me? Stuck up? Who in my family is stuck up?
Let me think about that for a minute. Your mother, for one, is extremely condescending to me and my family.
Well, if your family didn't act like simple country bumpkins...
Simple country,
my-
but... You know what? Fine. Whatever. Have your little luncheon. But when it descends into World War III, I will be sure to say I told you so.
Yeah? And when everyone says this is the best lunch they ever had, I will say I told you so. I hope. I'll be back down here in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Listen, hon. How about you send the lunch idea?
To Irving, you with this again?
No. Hear me out. The purpose of the luncheon is to promote unity within our families. And as a husband, I should be more supportive. I'm sorry.
Okay. Apology accepted.
So, we good?
Of course we are, Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear? You only call me Huggy Bear and...
Wait, I told the kids to be back down in 10 minutes.
We should be finished before then. And you said it's only started happening 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was all so sudden.
Yeah, it was so strange. I told him come and help Tracy peel the potatoes for the potato salad. And he just started coughing and sneezing.
He does feel a bit warm. But I guess you better go upstairs and rest. Can't have you coughing and sneezing around the food.
I don't believe this. My parents are supposed to be intelligent people, but they're falling for Nathan foolishness. Meanwhile, he's upstairs in his bed, and I am down here peeling potatoes. That boy, I gonna wring his neck.
Knock, knock.
Hey, Anne-Marie.
Girl.
So how are you?
Oh, girl, I'm fantastic. But you know when you just been made partner at your law firm.
You got it?
Of course I did.
Congrats.
Thank you. Okay, so get this. Not only am I the youngest partner, but I'm the only female. But you know this is not a problem for me because I do not plan to let any man ruin me.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Kirk. How are you?
I'm good, Angela.
Kirk, how many times must I tell you it is better to take several trips? Suppose you drop one of these things, huh?
I'm sorry, but I didn't think...
Yeah, I know you didn't think. Just go and put down the food and try not to drop anything. Jeez, man.
Yes, dear.
Where's Chelsea?
That stubborn dog, her mind is outside throwing a tantrum because she wanted to wear a different outfit. Honestly, I don't know where she gets this from. Anyhow, let's talk about me. I want to tell you everything about my first week as partner.
Daddy, I'm done with the salad. Going upstairs to wash up.
All right, Tris.
Hi, Uncle Kurt.
Hi, Tracy.
Kurt. How's life, man?
My life? Picture repeatedly being kicked in the crotch. And while you're bending over in pain, someone stabs you in the back. And while that is happening, someone throws salt water into your eyes. And while that is happening, someone else is slowly pulling out your toenails with the pliers. That, my friend, is a good day.
Boy, Kurt and Amory got some issues.
Every married couple has issues.
Yeah, but not like those two. Your sister is something else.
Okay, I admit she's a bit much.
A bit much? That woman is a serious piece of work. You hear something she tell Kurt?
Well, if Kurt doesn't open his mouth and say something, Anne-Marie will continue to walk all over him. What are you doing?
Trying to see what it feels like to live without testicles.
Hi, I am Anne-Marie Edwards, attorney at law, and this is my husband, Kirk,
Hi.
who teaches English to inner city youth and clearly did not look into a mirror before he left home.
Huh?
Kirk, tuck in that shirt and button up that top button. You're at a luncheon, not a fete. And did you think to shave before you left home?
I did. It is just that
You're trying to look like a paro or a dub artist like Boo Boo or Rhythm Mafia or whoever your students listen to. Honestly, I don't know who's the bigger child. You are Chelsea.
I want my pink dress.
Your pink dress is in the laundry.
I don't care. I want my pink dress or I'll scream.
Chelsea Angel Edwards, don't you dare scream out in here. Chelsea, shut your mouth in here.
No!
Listen to me. How dare you embarrass me like that in front of these people? I'm not ready.
Anybody home?
Hey, Nancy. Hey.
What's up, bro?
What's up? Y'all came together?
No, we came in separate cars. We just arrived together. So where are my grandchildren?
Well, Nathan not feeling well. And Tracy's somewhere around here.
Hi.
So, Francine, you still with this loser?
Best 2 years of my life.
And it seems that I'm going to be with him a lot longer.
Oh my goodness.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
So when are y'all looking to get married?
We're thinking about the last Saturday in January next year.
You should get married next month.
Next month? Why?
You gotta tie down this woman before she comes to her senses. Come in, guys, come in. Listen, you watch the match?
Yeah, they took me over.
Yeah, let's stick
You see what?
Frank, Willis, Francine, you remember my mother Marjorie, my sister Anne-Marie, her husband Kurt, and their daughter Chelsea?
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, yes, the pig farmers.
Chickens and pigs, actually.
Of course. And I see you've brought some of your livestock with you.
Mother.
And that was the opening delivery of a spell of snide remarks and nasty comments.
You just had to use a cricket analogy, didn't you?
Oh, please, Angela. I'm sure that pot he's carrying has some sort of chicken or pork in it.
Actually, it's baked chicken.
See? So, Francine, what do you do for a living?
I am a cashier.
Oh, how quaint.
Delivery number 2.
What do I think about my grandparents? Well, my grandfather Frank, he's fun-loving and a bit of a jokester. But I hate going by his house. Why? 'Cause it smells like pigs and chickens. But he gives really cool Christmas presents. My grandmother Marjorie, she's smart and sophisticated, but she's elitist and a bit of a snob. But she also gives cool Christmas presents too, so I don't know. I'm torn.
Our Father God, we thank you again for all gathered here in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, let's dig in.
I want some macaroni pie, potato salad. I want chicken. Mommy, where are you going?
Nathan, you've been very sickly all afternoon. I don't think your stomach can handle macaroni pie and chicken.
Yes, it can.
So I prepared a special lunch for you.
What's this?
Porridge. It will make you feel better.
Angie, you want to tell me that you have porridge?
Why would you need porridge, Anderson?
What else are you going to dip my potato salad in?
Mommy, I feel better.
You do?
I feel so strong now. Thank you, God, for healing me.
Nathan, eat your porridge.
Angela, you can't expect the boy to eat porridge for Sunday lunch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Eat up.
That was very well played.
So while I was drinking my champagne, I noticed the ring in my glass and I took it out. And then I looked at Willis. He was down on one knee.
That was so sweet, Uncle Willis.
When she said yes, everybody in the restaurant started to applaud.
That must have been embarrassing. Why is everyone looking at me like that? There is no way Kurt would have been so ignorant as to propose to me in the middle of a restaurant. Ew.
So, how did he propose to you?
Well, I proposed...
Please, Kurt, please. She asked me. Telling stories isn't your strong suit. Okay, so Kurt takes me for a drive in the country for my 24th birthday. And his car runs out of gas. I got so mad at him, I immediately call a taxi and just leave him out there.
She wouldn't let me explain that the reason...
It turns out that Kurt pretended that the car broke down because he wanted to propose to me under some tree where we first met.
So when did you find out Uncle Kurt's true intentions?
Like a week later, when I resumed speaking to him, that is. I'm glad it didn't work out too. Imagine proposing to me under some moldy old tree out in the middle of nowhere.
I thought it would be romantic because it was her birthday and that...
Yeah, Kirk, it was the dead of the night. What could we possibly do under a tree at that time of night?
My name is Marjorie Hill, widow and retired financial controller. My late husband and I brought up our children to appreciate the finer things in life. When he died, it was up to me to keep the torch burning. So I stated, and reiterated that they were not to settle for mediocrity, which is why I could never understand what Angela saw in Irving.
I hope you understand now what I was saying about her family.
Irvin.
I mean, her father was bad, but her mother is the worst. She even tried to break us up.
That's not true. Well, not exactly.
Did I try to break up Irvin and Angela? Of course I did. I couldn't see my daughter having much of a future with the son of a pig farmer. And it's not like there weren't other eligible bachelors. I remember this one guy, Greg. He was a specimen. Intelligent, handsome, and he was a pediatrician. So I know his children would be taken care of.
Oh my, Greg. I forgot all about him. Your mother was so in love with Greg. Every time we went by their house, it was Greg this and Greg that.
But I didn't like him. Something about him was a little off.
Could it be that he was 27 years older than you? But as smart as he was, Greg had one little flaw. He was a pervert. He got busted making pornographic films with underage girls. And apparently, he'd been doing it for nearly 10 years.
Greg was an artist. He just needed older subjects.
I remember when I proposed to Martha. It was 1945 and World War II had just ended. The boys and I were on our way back from Hiroshima. It's a peculiar thing. I find that every time I try to tell one of my stories, I get this pain on my shin. I should probably see a specialist.
Chelsea, are you eating?
I'm not hungry. I want ice cream.
Fine, let's go get some ice cream.
Anne-Marie, that's not a good idea.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, if you give in to her every time she protests...
Please, Kirk, do I give you advice on how to teach English to those little vagabonds at the community center?
No, but I think that...
Yeah, there you go thinking again. Can I please raise my daughter without you butting in? Thanks.
You shouldn't talk to your husband that way.
Francine, let it go.
No, Willis. I gotta say this. I know I've just met you, Anne-Marie, but I've watched you insult your husband all afternoon long. You need to treat him with respect. And you need to teach your daughter some manners because she out of control.
How dare you talk to me like that? Who the hell do you think you are?
I am someone who can't stand to see people behaving ignorant.
Ignorant?
Well, it took some doing, but Angela convinced Anne-Marie to stay for dessert. Willis had to try to calm down Francine, and Anderson kept asking if I knew the name of any shin doctors. All in all, it was a lovely evening of bonding, unity, fellowship.
Just say it. Say I told you so.
Angela, no, it's not the time for I told you so. It's not appropriate. Besides, a lesser man would say I told you so. But I pride myself on being a man who could rise above saying I told you so.
Have you gotten it out your system now?
I think so.
Good.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Kurt, I gotta ask you something. Why do you allow Anne-Marie to treat you like that, man? I mean, I've seen you in action at the community center. You got some seriously tough kids dealing with down there, and I've seen you get real strict with them. And then you allow Anne-Marie to walk all over you. Why?
I've been asking myself that question for 6 years. The thing is, Anne-Marie is like a delicate flower.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously, hear me out. She's been forced to live up to almost unattainable standards set by her parents, where nothing is ever good enough. And she constantly tries to get the approval of her mother, which doesn't always happen. So there's a lot of hurt and anger. And then when we found out we couldn't have children, it was really upsetting. I thought that when we adopted Chelsea, things would have changed, but it just got worse.
That's a tough one, boy. I can't imagine my life without my children. And you did a good thing deciding to adopt a child and giving her a home. But the fact of the matter is, Chelsea's your daughter too. Both your names on the adoption papers, right?
Yeah.
So don't let Amory have all the say in raising Chelsea. That's something you two gotta do together. And hey, listen to me. Don't allow her to treat you like a doormat anymore. You need to man up and put her in her place. I don't care how delicate a flower she is. She may never want to speak to you again. But what you going through? There's no way to live, man. Besides, most women prefer a strong man to a wimp. I'm not saying you're a wimp. I just, you know.
I know you're trying to say, Irving. Thanks for the talk, bro.
Anytime, man. And hey, listen. I will talk to Angela. And we will dedicate some of our devotion time to praying for you too.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah, man.
And then Irving fell right into the pig trough. He smelled like snot for 2 days.
Hey, give me a break. I was 7 years old. I didn't know that pigs were so strong.
Anyway, whoa, look at the time. We gotta be heading out, all right?
Already?
Yeah, we got an early morning tomorrow.
But before we go, we have a little surprise for Tracy and Nathan.
A surprise?
Well, we know you guys just recently celebrated your birthdays, so Francine and I decided to get you a little something.
Well, open them.
A remote control car. Thanks, Uncle Willis.
And Auntie Francine.
And Auntie Francine.
Thanks, Uncle Willis and Auntie Francine.
Well, it's more Francine and I because she's the one who picked them out because she was sure you guys would like them.
I love it.
I think Nathan loves his present too.
Cheap knockoffs.
Anne-Marie, you have something to say?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I can't believe that's what you bought for these kids. It's insulting.
But I like it.
You don't know any better. In this day and age of online shopping and credit cards, you could have at least tried to get something that wasn't made in a sweatshop.
What? Credit card?
Yes, a credit card. You do know what a credit card is, right, cashier? You know, it's one of those little plastic thingies that you swipe when you're at the cash register.
All right, I had enough of this heifer now.
Anne-Marie, we've been married for 6 years. And during that time, I've had to endure insults and put-downs. And I've sat quietly while you belittle others. But all that ends today. You're not Marjorie Hill, and you will never be. You need to stop trying to be all sophisticated and bougie like her because it's making you look like a fool. Anne-Marie, you need to start loving what you have. A husband who loves you and a daughter. But before you can love us, you need to start loving yourself. And you need to give all these people an apology.
I'm sorry. Sorry that my husband is such an idiot. How dare you talk to me like that in front of all these people in here? You think I'm one of your little students at the community center? I had enough of this. Chelsea, get your things. We're leaving.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Chelsea, I do not care. Get your things. I said we are leaving.
Well, that went well. It wasn't embarrassing at all. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Hey, Kurt, hold up. Kurt.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you congratulations, man. You did just now took a lot of courage, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate the advice. I feel so liberated.
Yeah. But you know it's not over.
You mean because Anne-Marie and I have to spend the next couple of months working to get our marriage back to a healthy state?
Yeah. That and the fact that she's driving off with your car.
What?
Yeah. Just.
Anne-Marie, come back!
I'll email you my pastor's number. He and his wife are excellent marriage counselors.
Alright, later, guys.
Alright, later. Bye.
Well, today was a disaster.
Really? I thought it went well. Dad, Marjorie, it's time to...
Usually, when there's a mysterious sound in your house at 1:45 in the morning, most husbands must...
Angela, I cannot understand how on earth you could think that bringing our families together would be a good idea.
You got it?
Of course I did.
Congrats. Thank you. Okay, so get this.
Your sister is something else.
Okay. I admit she's a baby.
Hi, I'm Anne-Marie Edwards.
Action. I was waiting for that. I was like, what's started?
And that was the opening spell of us. Sorry. Delivery number 2. Delivery number 2. Angela, now is not the time for I told you so. It's not appropriate. Besides, a lesser man would say I told you so. But I pride myself on just wanting to finish a line or 2 tonight. Anytime tonight, if I could just finish a line.
Come on, keep your hands up, keep your hands up. No,
Come on now.
You're getting slow,
No, seriously.